Today, we're diving into a recipe that's going to make your taste buds do a happy dance. Savory oatmeal with avocado and poached egg. Now I know what you're thinking. Oatmeal? Savory. Has this mom of two finally lost her marbles? Trust me, I thought the same thing until I tried it. It's like the breakfast version of a midlife crisis. Unexpected, a little weird, but surprisingly satisfying. Before we jump into the recipe, let me tell you about my morning. Picture this. It's 6 a.m. The kids are fighting over who gets to use the bathroom first. My husband is snoring louder than a freight train, and I'm standing in the kitchen wondering if it's too early for wine. Just kidding. Kind of. But seriously, this recipe is perfect for those mornings when you need something hearty and nutritious to fuel your day of refereeing sibling rivalries and pretending to care about your coworker's cat's Instagram account. All right, let's get down to business. For this culinary adventure, you'll need the following ingredients: 1 cup of old-fashioned rolled oats, 2 cups of water or low-sodium chicken broth for extra flavor, 1 ripe avocado, 2 large eggs, 1 tablespoon of butter or olive oil, salt and pepper to taste, and any additional toppings you fancy. Some of my favorites include chopped fresh herbs like chives or parsley, crumbled bacon, because everything's better with bacon, or a sprinkle of grated cheese. Don't judge me, Karen from PTA. I see you sneaking those extra cookies at bake sales. Now let's talk prep time. This recipe takes about 15 minutes from start to finish, which is perfect for those mornings when you're running late because you spent 20 minutes trying to convince your 5-year-old that, no, they can't wear their Halloween costume to school in April. It's also great for a quick lunch or dinner when you're too tired to adult properly. This dish is perfect for any occasion, really. It's fancy enough to impress your in-laws. Not that they're ever impressed, am I right? But easy enough to whip up when you're wearing pajamas and haven't washed your hair in 3 days. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. Let's talk taste and nutrition. This savory oatmeal is creamy, rich, and satisfying. The oats provide a hearty base, the avocado adds a buttery smoothness, and the poached egg brings a luxurious, velvety texture. It's like a warm hug for your insides, except this hug won't ask you for money or leave dirty socks on the floor. Nutritionally, it's a powerhouse. You've got complex carbs from the oats, healthy fats from the avocado, and protein from the egg. It's basically a superhero in a bowl, minus the cape and the ability to fly. Now, let's get cooking. First, bring your water or broth to a boil in a medium saucepan. Add the oats and reduce the heat to low. Simmer for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally until the oats are creamy and tender. If you like your oats thicker, cook them a bit longer. If you prefer them thinner, add a splash more liquid. It's all about personal preference, kind of like how I prefer my kids to play quietly, but they prefer to recreate WWE wrestling matches in the living room. While the oats are cooking, let's poach those eggs. Fill a separate pan with about 2 inches of water and bring it to a gentle simmer. Add a splash of vinegar. This helps the egg whites coagulate faster. Crack each egg into a small bowl. Using a spoon, create a gentle whirlpool in the simmering water and carefully slide the egg into the center. Cook for about 3 minutes for a runny yolk, or longer if you prefer it firmer. Remove with a slotted spoon and set aside on a paper towel to drain. If poaching eggs sounds as daunting as explaining to your kids why they can't have ice cream for breakfast, you can always fry the eggs instead. I won't tell if you don't. Once your oats are cooked to perfection, stir in the butter or olive oil and season with salt and pepper. Divide the oatmeal between 2 bowls. Now, let's add some green goodness. Cut the avocado in half. Remove the pit without stabbing yourself, please. ER visits are not part of this recipe, and scoop out the flesh. Slice or mash it, whatever floats your boat, and add it to the oatmeal. Top each bowl with a poached egg and any additional toppings you desire. I personally love a sprinkle of chives and a dash of hot sauce. It's like adding a little excitement to your life, but without the risk of getting arrested or having to explain yourself to your kid's principal. Now here's where you can get creative. Feel free to customize this dish to your heart's content. Swap the avocado for sautéed spinach if you're feeling Popeye-esque. Add some crumbled feta for a Mediterranean twist. Toss in some leftover roasted veggies from last night's dinner. The world is your oyster, or in this case, your oatmeal bowl. If you're not a fan of poached eggs, or if the thought of poaching an egg gives you more anxiety than chaperoning a field trip to the zoo, feel free to use a fried egg instead. You could even go wild and use scrambled eggs. I won't judge. I once ate cold pizza for breakfast while hiding in the pantry from my kids, so who am I to criticize anyone's breakfast choices? For those of you watching your sodium intake, unlike my husband, who thinks salt is a food group, you can easily control the amount of salt in this dish by using water instead of broth and being mindful of how much salt you add. And if you're gluten-free, good news! Oats are naturally gluten-free, but make sure to buy certified gluten-free oats to avoid any cross-contamination. Now, let's talk about some variations on this theme. If you're feeling extra fancy, or if you're trying to impress that neighbor who always seems to have their life together, try topping your savory oatmeal with some smoked salmon and a dollop of cream cheese. It's like a bagel and lox had a love child with oatmeal. Or, for a southwestern twist, add some black beans, salsa, and a sprinkle of cheese. It's like a fiesta in a bowl, minus the mariachi band and the inevitable heartburn. If you're meal prepping, look at you, being all adult and responsible, you can make a big batch of oatmeal and reheat portions throughout the week. Just add a splash of milk or water when reheating to bring back that creamy consistency. The poached egg and avocado should be prepared fresh, though. Trust me, day-old poached eggs are about as appetizing as my son's gym socks. For those mornings when you're running late and don't have time to stand over the stove because someone couldn't find their favorite shirt, and apparently the world will end if they don't wear it, you can make overnight oats instead. Just mix the oats with your liquid of choice and let them sit in the fridge overnight. In the morning, heat them up, top with your avocado and egg, and you're good to go. It's like your past self is high-fiving your present self. And there you have it, folks. A delicious, nutritious, and surprisingly fancy breakfast that'll make you feel like a culinary genius. It's so good, you might even forget about the pile of laundry waiting for you, or the fact that your kids have somehow managed to get glitter on every surface of your home. Remember, cooking is all about having fun and experimenting. Don't be afraid to try new things. After all, if I can convince my kids that broccoli is just tiny trees that giants eat, you can definitely jazz up some oatmeal. So go forth and conquer that kitchen. And if all else fails, there's always cereal. Or wine. I'm not here to judge. Happy cooking, everyone! May your oatmeal be savory and your coffee be strong. You've got this.